Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today let's take a look at one of our all-time favorite couples, Sheldon and Amy from The Big Bang Theory, and the top 10 times Amy proved how much she loved Sheldon throughout their relationship. Amy and Sheldon have a complicated relationship, but fans love them all the same. When they first started dating, they were so similar. They both were obnoxious, pedantic, and annoying. However, as the show moved along, Amy's personality began to change rapidly. She became more considerate and loving, but Sheldon was the same. In fact, if Amy didn't point out the errors in his behavior all the time, he could well have been worse. Amy nurtured Sheldon and led him, comfortably, to be socially aware and happier. Often, Amy proved she loved Sheldon, despite his apparent lack of emotion. Example number 1. Amy planned a very romantic Valentine's Day for Sheldon. Amy knew that Sheldon didn't like celebrating Valentine's Day, but she came up with an idea so that Sheldon could enjoy the day without feeling pressured. In the locomotive manipulation, Amy booked a romantic trip on a fully functioning vintage train. And of course, every Big Bang Theory fan knows how much Sheldon loves trains. And even when Sheldon ignored her on the trip and spent the whole night talking to his new train expert friend, Amy decided to forgive him in the end. Amy puts up with a lot when it comes to Sheldon's neurotic behavior, but she knows that deep down he loves her too. Number 2. Amy canceled their dinner reservation to make Sheldon happy. Amy always puts in effort on Valentine's Day. In the tangible affection proof, Amy planned a traditionally romantic evening, fancy restaurant, and thoughtful gifts. Sheldon wanted to stay home and avoid the day altogether, so Amy canceled their dinner reservations and Sheldon was thrilled. Amy wanted to make Sheldon happy, so she suggested that they stay in, order pizza, and watch one of Sheldon's beloved Star Trek movies. Sheldon got to enjoy Valentine's Day with his caring girlfriend, eat pizza, and watch his favorite movie. Amy proved that she is prepared to bend her demands in order to make Sheldon happy. Now that's love. Number 3. Amy helped him deal with his closure issues. Sheldon has a compulsive personality and has a desperate need for closure, so Amy tried to help him deal with this issue using neuroscience. In the episode The Closure Alternative, she spent the whole day doing several activities, but not quite finishing them. This led Sheldon to get aggravated, but Amy calmed and encouraged him to keep going. Amy really wanted to help Sheldon become more relaxed and easygoing, but all her efforts went down the drain as Sheldon was happy with his quirk. It's the effort that counts, and Amy did her best to help her boyfriend. Number 4. She helped him choose the best video console. In the indecision amalgamation, Sheldon was in a serious dilemma and could not decide between an Xbox One or a PS4. Amy offered him a coin-tossing solution to make the decision-making process a little easier. When that didn't do the trick, she then offered to buy him both video games. But Sheldon said that he had only one empty spot in his entertainment center. So Amy offered to buy him a new entertainment center, but Sheldon couldn't decide which one. All of Sheldon's decisions in The Big Bang Theory are pragmatic, logical, and well-considered. This shows us that Amy must really love Sheldon, as he's quite high maintenance. Number 5. She went with him to fish Thanksgiving. Sheldon and Amy split for a season or so, and Sheldon had difficulty accepting the pair needing space. Sheldon platonically invited her to go to the aquarium on Thanksgiving with him. On the road, Sheldon was hungry, and to his surprise, Amy had made him a special Cheerio bag with mixed nuts, just the way he liked them. Even though they were not together in the platonic permutation, Amy wanted Sheldon to have a great time. In the end, she even wanted to get back together with him, but Sheldon turned her down as he couldn't hack the heartbreak again. Amy was still very happy that she had spent Thanksgiving with Sheldon, although Howard met Elon Musk in the soup kitchen. Number 6. Amy made Sheldon his Meemaw's Christmas cookies. Sheldon, of course, doesn't enjoy Christmas, and constantly complains that everyone, including Amy, forces him to celebrate. Amy decided to host a traditional Victorian Christmas party in the episode The Clean Room Infiltration. And Sheldon came up with a devious plan to make her feel bad, hoping to ruin Christmas. They were not supposed to get each other presents, so Sheldon decided to get Amy the perfect gift, hoping the guilt would consume her. But Amy gave him the best present ever, his Meemaw's Christmas cookies. Number 7. Amy signed Sheldon's ridiculous contracts. Amy has compromised with Sheldon on everything from the start of their relationship and even signed his notorious 31-page relationship agreement in the flaming spittoon acquisition. Sheldon is obsessed with writing contracts to keep the law in order, and because it helps remove ambiguity, but some of the clauses of his contracts are truly absurd. Amy is not the only victim of these contracts, but most of the group have had to sign a document and adhere to the strict rules. The only reason that Amy would sign is one simple thing: love. She clearly loved Sheldon very much, and that's why she was willing to put up with his stubborn ways to be with him. Number 8. She made him a fort when he wasn't invited to the symposium. When Amy and Sheldon were having date night in the fortification implementation, Sheldon was upset that he wasn't invited to a symposium at the former home of renowned physicist Richard Feynman, and it brought up old feelings from his childhood when his siblings would exclude him from activities. So Amy said that they could build their own fort in the living room, which cheered Sheldon up to no end. It takes a special person to notice what exactly someone needs in order to be happy, and Amy is that person for Sheldon at every turn. Number 9. Amy sat through his favorite movie. Amy knew that one of Sheldon's favorite movies was Raiders of the Lost Ark from the Indiana Jones franchise. In the Raiders minimization, the pair planned a movie night to see it together. It was obvious that Amy would pretty much do anything to spend some extra time with Sheldon, even if it was to watch a movie she didn't really enjoy. Despite her effort to make Sheldon happy, she ended up pointing out a glaring plot inconsistency in Raiders of the Lost Ark, which made Sheldon pretty upset. But it still goes to show how much she cared by sitting through it. Number 10. Amy went to his rescue after he didn't even call her. When the university wanted to make him continue working on string theory, Sheldon left to be on his own for a while. In the locomotion interruption, Sheldon's belongings were robbed, and he had to call Leonard for help and return to his normal life after 45 days away. Even though Sheldon preferred to ask for Leonard's help instead of Amy, she still went on the trip to help him out and got very little thanks. Deep down, Sheldon was embarrassed to admit to her of his failures, and this confession led to a truly touching moment in the end. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you again next time.